Good day, students. Today we will going to learn another math lesson, and that is division of fractions. And for today's lesson, we will going to discuss how to divide simple fractions, dividing mixed fractions, and lastly, dividing fractions with a whole number. Dividing fractions is just about as easy as multiplying them. The knowledge in finding the reciprocal is applicable. In dividing mixed fractions, we are looking for the reciprocal of the divisor and applying the concept in multiplying fractions. Now, in dividing fraction by another fraction, these are the things that we need to consider. Number one, first is we need to get the reciprocal of the divisor. Second, multiply the dividend to the reciprocal of the divisor. Third, multiply the numerators. Fourth, multiply the denominators and express the answer in lowest term if possible. To simplify your answer, change the improper fraction to mixed fraction by dividing the numerator by its denominator. Now, let's start this one with a word problem. We have Leo has 4/5 meter long of wood. He will cut it equally into 1/10 meter long each. How many pieces of wood with equal length will he cut? Okay, so for this one, the solution is that we're going to divide 4/5 by 1/10. And the rules in dividing fraction is that we need to put this one, the second fraction, into reciprocal. For those who don't know what reciprocal means, it is just like we're going to switch our numerator going to our denominator and the denominator going to our numerator. Now for this one, we have 1/10. The reciprocal for this is we have 10/1. Okay, so we'll just switch. The numerator will become the denominator and the denominator will become now the numerator. Okay, now after we put the second fraction in reciprocal from division, then it will become multiplication. So we're going to, let's write this one. We have 4/5. Okay, and we're going to put 1/10 in reciprocal. That will be 10/1. And from division, we will going to convert that one into multiplication. Okay, so after that one, the rules in multiplying fraction is top times top and bottom times bottom. So top times top, 4 times 10, that is 40. And 5 times 1, that is 5. Okay, now, is this will be now our final answer? The answer is no. We still need to convert this improper fraction into a mixed number. But I guess if we're going to divide 40 by 5, we will have, okay, we will get a whole number because 40 divided by 5, that is equal to 8. So we could not change this one into improper fraction because there is no remainder when we divide 40 by 5. And the answer for that one is 8. Okay, so it means to say that Leo will have 8 or can cut 8 equal length of wood. Okay, now let's try to have another one here. John has 38 kilogram of petchai. If he will share 1/8 kilogram to each of his friends, how many of his friends can receive the petchai? Okay, so we have 3/8 and we're going to divide it by 1/8 and we're going to find out how many friends will receive the petchai of John. So for this one, in our rules, we need to convert this one first, this second fraction, the 1/8, into reciprocal. Okay, so let's write this one. It's 3/8 And 1/8 in reciprocal, that is 8 over 1. Okay, and from division, it will become now multiplication. So let us now multiply. 3 times 8, that is 24. 8 times 1, that is still 8. Now let's divide, or let us simplify. 24 divided by 8, the answer is 3. So it means to say that how many friends will receive the petchai of John? Okay, 3 friends of John will receive his petchai. Okay, 3 friends. Okay, so that's how we divide fraction by another fraction. Okay, now this time let's proceed in dividing mixed fractions. In this lesson, the pupils' understanding and skills in dividing fractions can be enhanced more. The process is still the same, wherein you need to find the reciprocal of the divisor and apply the steps in multiplying fractions. Now let's have here some word problem. Anna will bake a cake for her mother's birthday. Each cake requires 2 1/2 cups of sugar. If she has 7 5/10 cups of sugar, how many cakes can she bake? Okay, so this time we will going to divide 7 5/8 by 2 1/2 to find how many cake Anna can bake. So we have here 7 5/10, divide it by 2 1/2. Before we divide this mixed number, we need first to convert these two mixed numbers into improper fraction. Now, can you still remember how to change mixed number into improper fraction? It's very easy. All we have to do is just to multiply the denominator to our whole number and then add the numerator. Now for 7 5/10, 10 times 7, that is 70. 70 plus 5, that is 75. Okay, and for the denominator, just copy 10. Okay, we were going to have the same denominator. Okay, the next one is the second fraction. 2 times 2, that is 4. 4 plus 1, that is 5. Okay, so this will become 5 over 1. 5 over 2. Okay, and divide. Now, since we already changed the mixed number into improper fraction, we could now divide these two fractions. But first, when we divide these two fractions, always remember that we need to change the second fraction here into reciprocal. So, what is the reciprocal of 5 over 2? That is, okay, 2/5. So, let's change this one. And after we put this one into reciprocal, from division, it will change into multiplication. Okay, now, so, the reciprocal for this one is 2/5. And from division, it will change into multiplication. Okay, now in multiplying, top times top, then bottom times bottom. So we have here 75 times 2, that is 150. Okay, and 10 times 5, that is 50. Okay, and lastly, we're going to simplify this one. Let us divide, since this is an improper fraction, let us divide 150 divided by 50. The answer is, how many 50 can we find in 150? That is 3. So it means to say, okay, it means to say that Anna can bake how many cakes for her mother's birthday? Anna can bake 3 cakes. Okay, so from 7 and 5/10 cups of sugar, she can create 3 cakes. Okay, so I guess Anna's mother will be happy because Anna can create 3 cakes for her birthday. It took 6 and 1/4 hours for Daryl to finish taking his test. If the allotted time for each subject is 1 and 1/4 hour, how many subjects did he take? Okay, now for this one, the total hours is 6 and 1/4, and per one subject, the allotted time is 1 and 1/4. The question is, how many subjects did Daryl take? Okay, so this one we will going to divide 6 and 1/4 by the time allotted, which is 1 and 1/4, to find how many subjects Daryl took. Okay, so this one, of course, we need to change our mixed number into improper fraction, and after that one we will going to reciprocal the second fraction, and from division it will going to change into multiplication. So let us now change. 4 times 6, 24. 24 plus 1, that is 25. And then just copy the denominator 4. The next one, 4 times 1 is still 4. 4 plus 1, that is 5. Okay, so this time I'm going to change this already, the second fraction, into reciprocal. So to change this one into reciprocal, so 5, 4, it will become 4 over 5th, or 4/5. And from division, it will now become multiplication. Okay, now let's multiply 25 times 4, that is 100, and 4 times 5, that is 20. And let us now divide 100 divided by 20. The answer is 5. Okay, so it means to say that Daryl took how many subjects? Okay, during this time, Daryl took 5 subjects. Okay, so that's how we divide mixed numbers. Okay, now let us recap. In dividing mixed fractions or mixed numbers, first convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction by multiplying the denominator of the mixed fraction to the whole number and add the numerator. Don't forget to copy the denominator of the mixed fraction. Number 2, get the reciprocal of the divisor. Number 3, multiply the dividend to the reciprocal of the divisor. Multiply the numerators. Multiply the denominators. Number 6, express the answer in lowest term if possible. To simplify the answer, change the improper fraction to mixed fraction by dividing the numerator by its denominator. Okay, so that's how we divide mixed fractions. Now this time, let's proceed in dividing simple fractions by a mixed fraction. And we have here another word problem. Lisa plans to make pillowcases. She bought 10 and 1/2 meters of cloth. She needs 1/2 meter for each pillowcase. Now the question is, how many pillowcases can she make? So the total meters of cloth Lisa bought is 10 and 1/2. And we were going to divide it by 1/2 to find how many pillowcases Lisa can make. So first, of course, since this is a mixed fraction, we need to change this one into improper fraction. So 10 times 2 times 10, that is 20. 20 plus 1, that is 21. Then just copy the denominator 2. Okay, and for this one, we will going to put the second fraction into reciprocal. The reciprocal of 1/2 is 2 over 1. And from division, it will change into multiplication. That's how easy. Then we're going to multiply 21 times 2, that is 42. And 2 times 1, that is 2. This time, we need to simplify our answer by dividing 42 divided by 2. The answer is 21. Okay, so it means to say, Liza can make 21 pillowcases. Okay, now let's try to have more. Example, we have Carmela drinks 1/3 liter of milk every day. How many days can she finish drinking 2 1/3 liters of milk? Okay, so this time we were going to find out by dividing 2 1/3 by 1/3. Okay, so let us change this one into improper fraction. 3 times 2, that is 6, and 6 plus 1, that is 7. So this will become 7/3. Now for our divisor, we're going to change this one into reciprocal. The reciprocal of 1/3, it is 3/1. And we're going to change this one into multiplication. 7 times 3 is 21. And 3 times 1, that is 3. And for the last, let us divide 21 divided by 3. 21 divided by 3, that is 7. Okay, so how many days Carmela can finish drinking 2 1/3 liters of milk? Can finish it within 7 days. Okay, now this time let's continue. For this lesson, we will going to divide now a whole number into a fraction. So we have here a sample problem. 3 chocolate bars are shared among some children. Each child will get 3/4 of a chocolate. Now, how many children are there? So we have 3 chocolate bars wherein it will be divided by 3/4. Okay, now for this process, first thing that we're going to do is we're going to change 3 here into a fraction. Okay, how to change a whole number into a fraction? All we have to do is just to add 1 to its denominator. Okay, so after this one, we're going to change, of course, since we are dividing, still we need to change this into reciprocal. What's the reciprocal of 3/4? This 4/3. And from division, it will now become a multiplication. 3 times 4, that is 12. And 3 times 1, that is 3. Let's divide. How many 3 we can find in 12? 3, 6, 9, 12. So it means to say that is 4. So it means how many children will receive the chocolate bars? So there are 4 children can receive the chocolate bars. So that's how we divide a whole number to a fraction. I want you to try this one, and don't forget to write your answer in the comment section below. Okay, so if we don't have any question, let us keep on practicing math problems. So these are the things that we need to put in mind. Number 1, we need to look at the problem. Number 2, we need to analyze or think. Number 3, we need to plan. And lastly, we're going to apply by solving the word problem. Okay, so thank you so much, grade children, for listening to our math lesson, and hope you've learned something new for this day. If you have any question, please write it in the comment section below. Thank you and God bless.